Hello, I'm Kara, the Adult Services Librarian, and welcome to our class on Consumer Reports. The library provides access to lots of online resources to our cardholders, and one of the resources that we have is Consumer Reports. So you may be familiar with this resource. Consumer Reports is an independent nonprofit organization. They have a magazine that the library also receives that you can check out for 2 weeks. But the most current information is on Consumer Reports website. And so that is what we will be covering tonight. And then the next information is from the Consumer Reports website. They share that their mission is to empower and inform consumers. They also report to encourage companies to act responsibly and inform policymakers on behalf of consumers. So to be an informed and empowered consumer, first you'll need to know how to access the resource. So I'll go through a couple steps here for how to access Consumer Reports. You can access this resource from any device with internet. So you can have Consumer Reports on your phone wherever you go, which is really useful. You can have it while you're shopping and whatnot. To get started, go to the library's website at OregonPublicLibrary.org. Then in the blue bar at the top of the screen, click on Research and Discovery. The Research and Discovery page lists all of our online resources. They are listed alphabetically, so you'll need to scroll down to Consumer Reports. So there it is. Here is the resource listing. If we have any training materials or tips on how to use the resource, it will be listed next to it here. So shortly, the recording of the class will be posted here with a class icon. Go ahead and click on Consumer Reports. So if you are not in the library, you will be asked to provide your library card number. This is because the library pays for access for our cardholders. So you will need to have Oregon set as your home library on your library account. If you're not sure if Oregon is your home library, you can give us a call and we can figure that out. And if you have another library set as your home library, you may still have access to Consumer Reports, but it would depend on what your home library is and if they provide it. So here is the Consumer Reports homepage. And after you log in, you're in and you can start researching product reviews. The first thing I'm going to do is click on this profile icon. It looks like a person in a circle in the upper right-hand corner. Normally, this is where you would find information on your account. And because this is a library subscription, it says, "Hi, library user." And then if you click on any of the links here, my benefits, my feed, etc., it will take you to a page that explains you're accessing through the library. So here's that page that says you're accessing the resource through a library account and that you can't change any of the account preferences, but you do have unlimited access to content. So that is helpful. The next thing we're going to look at is that top menu under the black bar. So these are like frequently looked at topics. So there's cars, home and garden, appliances, electronics, babies and kids, deals, and more. You can browse through these for articles if you want. I'm going to hover over home and garden. And you can see there's this pop-up menu that comes up that gives you different topics you can research. If you don't see what you're interested in researching here, you can see more topics by clicking the different categories here, the bolded ones, or you can do a search at the top of the screen. I'm just going to click on pillows here. And what pops up is the Pillows Buying Guide. It is a very, very long article about the products, the market, any special features, different materials that are used, and how those differ. Consumer Reports can be really helpful when buying electronics, because when you go to the store and you see like all the different TVs, there seems to be like a lot of letters and numbers, LCD and, 8K and, all those things. And so those will be defined in the buying guide. And pillows are a fairly simple piece of equipment. But if you look at the scroll bar up here, you can see that this is still a fairly long article. I got cut off here in my screenshot, but it's a very extensive article. So this is the buying guide. There are, for every article, these other categories as well: the overview, ratings, recommended, and then the buying guide. So I'll take you through what each of those pages looks like. The overview describes how many pillows were reviewed, and it's what the word says. It's an overview of the information that will be given to you. It also links to the ratings and reviews, the buying guide, and recommended pillows. So it gives you an idea of the information that is displayed and then gives you links to it. The overview does vary for each product. Sometimes the overview is a really simple thing, like with pillows. Sometimes it's more in depth, but it just gives you an idea of all the information that you can find. The next category here from the header is ratings. And this is probably what you think of when you think of Consumer Reports. It's the quantitative score of various products. You can print the screen here. I do have that circled in green. There is a printer icon, so you can quickly print something out and take it with you. And one thing that I think is pretty cool are the filters at the top of the screen here: price, brands, rated for you, and more filters. And then you can also sort things by different categories. And the more filters are always customized to whatever product you're looking for. So, if you're looking for TVs and you're looking for smart TVs, that would be in the filter. The smart TV filter, of course, won't apply to pillows, so they'll have different criteria for those. I like to sort by price because honestly, I am looking for the cheapest product that's like the best quality. So this is the price filter, and you can see that the least expensive pillow they list is $7. The most expensive pillow is $190, which I'm simply not going to buy. So you can change this max here to be, like within the price range you're willing to spend. So I changed that to 30, and then I clicked apply. So then here's the screenshot of now the 7 results that are within my price range. So you can look at those in more depth and not have the expensive ones that, you're just not going to buy. The next category from the header is recommended. So these are the top rated items that Consumer Reports actually recommends are the best. And you can print this page again. I have that highlighted in green. So you can just print off whatever those are. And then the next feature, this is on several pages, and it works the same way on each page. This is the View Compare. So there are products listed on this page, and next to them they have a plus sign. And if you're interested in doing a side-by-side comparison of the products, you can hit the plus. So I've gone through the results here, and I have marked 4 things with the plus. You can tell if something has been selected for the View Compare if it has turned to a minus. So I have 4 things in the View Compare. If you hover over those words, this menu appears so you can see the products in a listing. Then click on View Compare and it takes you to this next page. And so here are the 4 pillows that I had selected, and below each of those columns are the test results. I'll scroll down a little bit more so you can see the test results more clearly. So here are the full test results, and if you aren't sure what a category means, you can hover over the eye and it gives you more information on that category. For the sake of the screenshot, I hovered over breathability. So that was the example I used. But the one that I actually needed to read more about was the back support, because I wasn't entirely sure what a pillow back support would be. So that describes that if you're a back sleeper, how comfortable the pillow is to use with the angle that it makes your head rest on it. And so, this is apparently difficult to master if the pillow provides enough support when you're on your side. So you can see some of the results here. They don't have great back support, but they have great side support. So that just gives you some more information about how this pillow uses based on what you're going to use it for. If you are mainly a back sleeper, you really want that back support, option to be 5 out of 5. So it gives you very interesting information that is relevant to this product and how you will use it. So if you scroll down a little more, it takes you to the features and specs. And this is more information about the product, like the material it's made from or any other special claims. And so next to features and specs, you can see the show differences and this button. So I will toggle that on, and it highlights a row that has a difference in it. So some products have a lot of features and specs. Pillows, again, fairly low tech, has 5 features, but there'd be other things that would have a ton of features. And then also, if you select more than 4 items to compare, this can be really helpful to quickly glance at it and see, what's available, what specs are different. In this case, all of these pillows are made out of memory foam. So if I was looking for something that was down, I would know, okay, well, I don't really want any of these because, I really want down, or vice versa. If I did not want down, it would be great to see that all of these are memory foam. So it helps you see the information pretty quickly. So then the last category in this menu is the buying guide. At which we already talked about. It's this long article that gives you lots of information about the product. So I'm going to go back to the home page, and you can go back to the home page at any time by clicking on this Consumer Reports icon in the upper left-hand corner. So here on the home page, we have a feature article that changes throughout the year. And if you scroll down below that, we have these other categories, and these are more ways that you can browse. So if you're just, spending some time browsing on the site, these are some popular topics that you may want to explore. What I'll do is I'll click on all products A to Z. So here, what you'll find is an alphabetic list of all of the products plus a search box. Sometimes this is nice to kind of browse through because you're not exactly sure what a product would be called. Like, for example, if you're looking for a Roomba, which is like one of those little vacuums that vacuums the floor on its own, it's like, would that be called, and that's a brand name. Would that be called a vacuum? Would it be a robot vacuum? Would it be something else? It's hard to know what they would call a product. So you can kind of, go through here and do all that. But you can also do a search in the search box or in the search box at the top of the page. And it will take you to the same search results. So I'll show you that. So I started to type snow in the search box, And what comes up is snow blowers, which is very relevant to our recent weather events. You probably will have wanted a snow blower. So if you click on snow blowers, it takes you straight to the snowblower overview. And then you can click on the buying guide, and then this will give you all the information on snowblowers. So going back to the home page, you can do a search from the home page, or actually from any page that has this search box on it. So every page you can jump straight into a search. But on the home page up there at the top, there's that search box. And again, I started to type in snowblower, and here are the things, the autocomplete that came up. So you can see there's lots of different options. So I'll click on snowblowers. And this takes you to the search results. So it takes you to the search results before taking you to the overview page when you use the search box at the top of the page. And you can refine the results immediately right here. So if you know you're going to look at a gas snowblower or a battery snowblower or a single stage, 2-stage, 3-stage snowblower, you can immediately go to the information on those products. But I'm just looking for snowblowers, so I'll just go to the buying guide. And then it takes me to this exactly the same buying guide from that other search. So that was what I had planned to talk about today for Consumer Reports. If you have any questions or need any help using this resource or anything else, you can reach out to us. We are available over the phone, by email, or you can drop in, and we have staff who can help you use this resource. So then, are there any questions?